Okay, so today's video was supposed to be a video about me talking about all the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy singles we've been picking up recently. But we gotta talk about bigger things here. And by bigger things, I mean the Spider-Man collector booster box situation, because things have been getting crazy. And as of about T-minus 30 minutes ago, I just pulled the trigger on getting my own Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collector booster box. And before I go into the reason why, I want to talk about what the price on these boxes have been doing recently, because it's been an absolute roller coaster. And by roller coaster, I don't mean any ups and downs. We're just going up. There hasn't been any downs so far. Now, before we even get into the topic of price, I wanted to show that in spirits of today's topic, and the market going absolutely insane, I'm wearing my Spider-Man Carnage shirt to celebrate the absolute clusterfuck that this box and this whole set has been doing to the market. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Let's get into these prices. Okay, so I've been on the fence about this set. I've been really on the fence about getting one of these collector booster boxes. Not because I don't like Spider-Man. I actually really love Spider-Man. Growing up, Spider-Man was definitely by far my favorite superhero. I remember, when I was younger, just rewatching the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movies over and over again. Specifically, Spider-Man 1 and 2. Those are like my favorites. Spider-Man 3 was great as well, but Spider-Man 1 and 2, those have a special place in my heart for sure. Even growing up, I used to play all the Spider-Man games on like the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. And even I remember growing up, I'm sure a lot of you out there probably had like the Spider-Man toys, like the action figures. I remember one of my favorite ones was like the web slingers. You can get like this web slinger and you can attach it to your arm and just like shoot out webs, these little webs or whatever, they were just like silly string cans, right? I remember even too, I would always go out as Spider-Man for like Halloween and stuff like that. But anyways, that's besides the point. But the thing that's kept me on the fence about this set was just the fact that like, I'm very new to Magic the Gathering. My first Magic the Gathering cards I ever even purchased was Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy cards, right? And if you saw in my previous videos about that, the main reason I decided to get the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy cards was because I was really into Final Fantasy 14. I've been playing that game for like, 8-10 years or something like that. So I really wanted to get those collector booster boxes. And I held off a lot even on the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy cards because they were I've never bought cardboard this expensive before. The thing that really shocked me about the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy cards was the price point. I could not believe it. I think when I first started looking at the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering collector booster boxes, I think it was like, I want to say 700. I think 650, 700 was like the first price I started seeing on like websites for pre-orders for those collector booster boxes. So I held off on it, but I kept seeing the prices go up and up and up on the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy collector booster boxes. And I'm like, shit, if I want to get these cards, if I want to have any of this, I gotta make a move. I gotta do this now or never. A lot of the cards I wanted were exclusive to the collector booster box. For example, Ishtola's Surge Foil, that alternate art. That alternate art, that was like exclusive only to the collector booster boxes. And that was like the main card I wanted because it's like one of the main people in Final Fantasy 14, and it was like, it's a Catgirl card. Who would not want that, right? So I was like, damn, if I want any chance in getting this, like without paying for just like the single outright, I'm gonna have to get one of these boxes. So that's exactly what I decided to do. I got myself a Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering collector booster box. I think at 750 Canadian dollars. I got it there, and that was like a really good price compared to everywhere else. I think at the time when I was looking at different websites and stuff, I think at the time 401 Games had it for either $1,000 or $1,100, something really crazy. Right here, right now in front of me, I got the 401 Games website, and I'm looking right now on the Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box page. And right now, there are 5 boxes of Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy at $2,000 Canadian. $2,000 Canadian, which is insane. I think after tax, it's gotta be almost $2,200, something crazy like that. The whole reason I'm talking about the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy collector booster boxes when this is a video about Spider-Man collector booster boxes is that I'm kind of seeing the same thing repeat itself here. When I first started getting interested in the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collector booster boxes, I think I saw prices around like 550, 600. I think majority of the prices were like 600 to 700. And this was early on. This was like probably, I was seeing these prices 3 or 4 weeks ago from like today. Today is August 2nd, by the way, for whoever's watching this. Honestly, more than the price pushing me back, I think the main thing that was pushing me back was just the overall sentiment around this set. I think the most important piece of negative sentiment around the set was the fact that there was going to be different paper cards versus like the virtual cards on like the Magic the Gathering Arena card game. There was going to be like apparently cards that are like the same as the cards coming out in the Spider-Man collector booster box, but they were going to have like different names and stuff like that. Like they weren't going to be like the exact same thing, which really confused me, and I thought that was really weird, and I didn't really like that, and a lot of other people didn't really like that. And another piece of negative sentiment around this set was just the fact that it is Universes Beyond. A lot of people were like, you know, we don't want to see another Universes Beyond set, you know, and you know, I think they're cool, but I'm also coming at it from the perspective of being more of a collector rather than a big player of Magic the Gathering. Like, I've played Arena a couple times, but unfortunately, I haven't found too many people yet to play this game with actually on paper. Hopefully I will in the future, but so far, mainly been online. But I can see where that negative sentiment's coming from because, you know, all the IP issues and people want to see, I guess, like the main player base of Magic the Gathering, the core fan base, they want to see more of, you know, those in-universe expansions and sets, kind of like how we had just recently with Edge of Eternities. People want to see, I guess, more things akin to that, things in the universe of Magic the Gathering. And now, because of all those negative pieces of sentiment, I really wasn't sure how this set was going to perform. I was like, would it be possible? Is it going to be possible that with all this negative sentiment, people are going to kind of like revolt against Magic the Gathering Spider-Man, and then potentially prices could drop down in the future, and then it might be a better entry point into getting some of those cards for the collection? My whole plan here was just kind of like sit back and see how the fiesta goes. Because really, I thought, seeing all that negative sentiment, I thought prices were going to go down a bit, and then maybe I could get my hands on some of those cards for a cheaper price. And that turned out to be incorrect, because right now I'm looking at I'm looking at 401 Games right now, and the price for this collector booster box for Spider-Man is sitting at $1,000. 1,000 buckaroos. And to add icing on top of the cake here, it's sold out. It's completely sold out, which is crazy because literally just I think about a week ago, just a week ago, I saw that there was around 10 or 12 boxes on 401 Games sitting at $1,000, and it seemed like nobody was really picking up that much. And then lo and behold, come back to the website and bam, sold out. If we go over to another shop right here, this is Shopville. They have their Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collector booster boxes at $1,350, which I think is absolutely insane. I don't know how we're jumping up in price this much. Maybe it's because of the news that came out today about the set that's driving up the price this much. But, and we'll go into that in a second. Sorry, I know, I'm edging you guys, but hear me out. I'm almost done. And you know what? I see another site right here that does have it. They have 7 units in stock. This is Hairy Tarantula. They have 7 units in stock for this collector booster display, and it's sitting right now at $1,000. So that could be a good pickup. Look at how, okay, I know it sounds crazy again, but look at all the other prices of all these other websites. This might be a good pickup, but I feel like, and I told you guys that I did get this set today. I did get it. I got it from a site called Le Ver. How do I say this? Le Valet de Coeur. How do I say that?
La Vallée de Coeur.
Le Valet de Coeur. I was on the Le Valet de Coeur website and I found Spider-Man collector booster boxes at $8.99. And you know what? I had to pull the trigger. I'm sorry. I had to do it because just looking at everywhere in the market and like where the prices are going up, I'm seeing it again. I'm seeing the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy effect, and it got me. The FOMO got me. So what was the deciding factor in me picking up one of these Magic the Gathering Spider-Man collector booster boxes? Well, here it is, right here on the screen. This right here is the whole reason I decided to get the collector booster box. And that, of course, is the Infinity Stones. This could get crazy real fast because I wasn't expecting anything like this because, well, first of all, it's a Spider-Man set, so I thought everything in it would be strictly Spider-Man. So I wasn't really expecting this Thanos Infinity Stone type swing on things, but this is where I think it gets crazy real fast because we got 3 different versions of the cards here, at least from what I'm seeing right now on screen from this post I saw on Reddit. First, we have the Soul Stone just as like a regular card, no special treatment or anything on it. Then we have the next card here, which is the Soul Stone with Thanos and the Gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet. And this is where I think things can get crazy. Because, and I can already see it from the sentiment in the Reddit comments that people aren't sure how to feel about this. Because there's some people who are Marvel fans, they're very excited for this aspect right here. But there's other people who are like, this could get out of control. So yeah, you see it right here. There's Thanos in all of his glory and beauty right there with the Infinity Gauntlet on. And he's got the Soul Stone in that first pinky slot. And so what I'm thinking is that, yeah, there's probably going to be more Infinity Stones. Now, I don't know how this is gonna play out. I don't know if they're going to have like 1 Infinity Stone per Marvel set in like future sets for Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond. Because I heard that, yeah, they're going to have like a multi-year partnership and there's going to be multiple sets, of course, to come. But it's like, how are they going to do it? Are they going to do it where it's like 1 Soul Stone per set? Is there going to be 2 Soul Stones, 3 Soul? Who knows? I have no idea. One thing I'm pretty damn sure about, though, is that they're definitely not going to release all the Soul Stones in one set, because why would they do that, right? Why would they do that when they could bait out more and more people to buy in future sets if they have all the Infinity Stones in separate sets, right? But that's not even the craziest part about what's to come from this set, and this is partially why I decided to get the collector booster box for Spider-Man. But there's an even crazier reason why I decided to get this set. And that's this next card right here that I have on screen. And it's the Soul Stone again, but in all of its beauty, all of its full art beauty right here. And this is what I think is driving people crazy. And this is why I think I've seen such a huge price increase on this set today. Just from looking at this card, I think this could be the chase. I think this could be the golden chocobo of the Spider-Man collector booster box. And what do I mean by the fact that this could be the golden chocobo of this Spider-Man set? I think, looking at this card, this could be a serialized card. And what has people... a lot of people are worried about this. And it's the fact that this could become some sort of normal moving forward for Magic the Gathering sets, the serialization of cards and stuff. And I guess the reason that has people worried is that it's kind of like an artificial way to increase scarcity and FOMO for the set, because people will get excited for rare cards all day, of course, right? But there's something, by having serialized cards, that is like just an extra huge layer of artificial scarcity, I guess, that they could put into a set, right? But the thing to be determined, and this is the most important part about this potentially being a serialized card, is how many serialized cards are they going to have? So yeah, what could this serialized number be? How many of these cards are actually going to be out there in the wilds for people to claim and get their hands on? And I saw in one comment, someone brought up 616, which I think is pretty plausible. I think that'd be pretty plausible because it's not like there's only going to ever be 1 Infinity Stone, so I don't see a reason for them to do only 1 of 1 or something crazy like that. Another reason it makes sense is because 616 is special to Marvel because of Earth 616. That's like the code name for, I guess, Earth in the main Marvel Cinematic Universe is like Earth 616. That's like the main spot where shit goes down. But I think that's plausible, and I could see that. 6 Infinity Stones, 616 of each one in each set. I think that could possibly make sense. Now, obviously, I'm guessing. The person in the comments is guessing. Everybody's guessing at this point. It could be anything. We don't really know yet. But it would be very interesting if they did something like that. And I think that would be very on brand for it. But yeah, aside from serialized cards and the amazing art on all 3 of these cards, another reason people are very interested in this card is because it seems to be very strong. So I'm not the biggest expert on Magic the Gathering. I'm still learning a lot about the game. But from what I read, it's a mono rock card. It's indestructible. It enters in untapped. And then you can tap it for, I think, 6. It says 6 colors mana and 1 black mana. So 7 mana total. And you can use the affinity ability. And this ability is basically what this does is at the beginning of your upkeep, you can return a target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So essentially you can revive shit is what I'm getting from that effect. And that's pretty on brand for the Soulstone, you know, it makes sense. But it is just, it seems very powerful. People in the comments are saying this shit is completely busted. It's not great game design. They're kind of like worried about this just being kind of like one of those staple cards moving forward in every single, I guess, black mana deck moving forward. And when you combine the fact that there could be serialized cards in this set, you combine the fact that the art's amazing, and then you combine the fact that some of these cards are going to be super desirable from like a gameplay standpoint, that's when you start seeing the numbers on this set just go up and up and up. And I think that's what we're going to see moving forward with this set, is just numbers on this set just skyrocketing. Guys, going from 720 or 745 USD to 886 USD in the span of like 3 days, 2 or 3 days, is absolutely insane. Like, what is going on here? I mean, 899 Canadian versus 999 USD, which is 1378 Canadian. I mean, yeah, I'm not upset that I decided to pull the trigger on this one, because I just think, honestly, I think 899, I don't think we're gonna see that ever again. The other thing I find very crazy about this set is that it's August 2nd, and this set, I believe, comes out, if this website is correct, it comes out September 26th. The Friday, September 26th, 2025. So we're almost, basically approximately 2 months away from this set. And I haven't even seen a lot of stores even doing pre-orders yet for this set, and it's already at this price point. So I don't really see the price ever coming down to $8.99 again. I don't even know if I ever see the price going below $1,000 again. So I think this is the best as it's gonna get. So yeah, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro, whatever the hell you guys are, you win. You win again. I had to do it. I had to FOMO buy into it. I just wanted to take a minute to kind of go over this set and cover all the craziness that's been going on recently. Because if you were thinking about getting this set, it might be a good idea to probably get on this sooner rather than later, because things are about to get really, really crazy and there's about to be mayhem in the markets. So my recommendation, obviously you do whatever's good for you and your situation and stuff, but if you really did want to get your hands on this set and you did want to get some of those collector booster boxes for the exclusives in that set, then I would definitely urge you to get on that sooner rather than later. But if you just want to collect this and just have a good time with the cards, and you're not really looking for any of those collector booster box exclusives, you can still get the play booster boxes. I mean, I see a lot in stock still. Currently they're around 280 Canadian, which is, again, still very expensive. Like, I think I went to a store recently looking for Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering singles, and they didn't have any, but they told me that they had the play booster box still, and that was selling for $350. So even the prices on the play booster boxes are getting crazy. But again, if you just want to have fun with this set and you're not really looking for those chase cards, go with the play booster box. And the main reason I tell you guys not to lack on this set and to pick it up sooner rather than later is because not even the chase cards, not even the beautiful art, not even the powerful cards in this set, but it's specifically just based on the fact that Spider-Man is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is literally one of the most popular franchises in the world. It's also, Spider-Man is by far the most popular superhero in the world. So people are going to want to get their hands on this. Magic the Gathering fans, Spider-Man fans, Marvel fans alike. People that just like to collect are going to eat this set up. And you can already see it in the sales and in the YouTube comments here. We have people commenting stuff like, guess I'm getting into Magic. Happy Spider-Man Day. Very happy Spidey Day. Like, these people are super stoked for this set. And these are going to be the same people that are going to be eating up all the collector booster stock, all the play booster stock. I'm sure when the set finally drops and people start cracking open packs, people are going to be eating up the singles and stuff. So there's a lot of FOMO. There's a lot of hype around this set. Now, all that said, I would definitely recommend that you guys be careful. You guys be financially responsible with your collecting and your chasing of cards and stuff, because it can be very easy to get lost in this hobby. It can be very easy to get lost in chasing the cards. Take it from myself. I've been going buck wild trying to collect all of these Final Fantasy 14 Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy cards, and you gotta learn when to kind of like draw the line kind of thing. I almost have every single card I want. There's only a couple few that I need, like Ishtola. I know Ishtola Rawl is like the main card that I need right now. There's like an alternate art card, not the chase card, not the big chase card, but there's like another one that's like a blue card, and I wanted to get it recently, and it was like $75-$80 before shipping, and I was just like, is this really worth this money? Because it's a card that you can get in a play booster box, but it's still that much money, which kind of was crazy. I also wanted to get Summon Bahamut, which is a good card, not only from the art and stuff on it, but also just from the effect of the card. The effect of the card is also very good, so that's also why the price is so high up on that one. But that one was $120, but I'm just like, I don't know, guys. It's a play booster box card. I don't know, like, those cards are gonna get reprinted and stuff like that, so I'm just like, I decided to pull back on those cards. But you know what, guys, that's gonna be it for me in this video. Please let me know down in the comments below. Are you thinking about getting a collector booster box for Magic the Gathering Spider-Man? Are you thinking about going with a play booster box? Are you going to just be buying booster packs? Are you going to be picking up the singles whenever they drop on the market, hopefully waiting for a little correction in the market? What are you guys planning to do? What's your move? You guys tell me. Are you even excited about this set? Let me know down in the comments down below. But you know what, guys? It's a pleasure as usual getting on here to make these videos. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. My next video hopefully will be a video talking about all the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy singles I've been picking up recently. If there's no crazy Magic the Gathering Spider-Man news, which there probably will be. But anyway, if you guys are looking forward to seeing more videos like that in the future, be sure to drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're feeling the content, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Carnage also wanted to say goodbye, so say goodbye, Carnage.
さよなら